Hi guys, so I'm out at a workshop, so I won't be there for today's lesson. Um, we have worked through a fair chunk of the activity, so I'm going to talk about some of the things that I want you to do in today's lesson. So, as I've shown you in the examples that we looked at a week or so ago, we need to collate our evidence that we've done so far into 2 pages. So now is your time to check that you have some evidence of initial ideas, things like your mind maps, your Lotus diagrams, all of that sort of thing. Some evidence of your background research, some evidence of your question design. So this could be some of the evidence from part H that we did on the board last lesson. Could be any notes that you've made. It could be any changes you've made to your topics, etc. Part D we haven't done yet, so you wouldn't be able to add anything to that just yet. Part E I'm going to talk to you about in a second. So with part F, part G and part H, but we have covered SWOTs and journals. So you guys should have a fair chunk of your 2 pages available, and it might be more than 2 pages at the moment. Okay, that's totally fine. Please don't stress at this point in time. So let's just talk this through in more detail. Everyone has worked their way through, this section here way back at the beginning. So you could condense this into like a little write-up and talk about what you highlighted or didn't highlight. Everyone had their table, so you can include that. You can include your background research notes. You can include you getting to the heart of it, unpacking. You can include any mind maps that you did, and if you didn't do any, that's okay. You can include any extra discussions or searching that you did. You can include your Lotus diagrams if you did them. You can include your breaking down what you think your focus areas might be and your planning of that. You can include your SWOT if you have done that. You should have done that. You can include the answers to your journal. Okay? And then all those people who had a chance to talk to me last lesson can include their breakdown of the question, where we talked about what things make the question useful or not useful. If you haven't had a chance to do that yet, well, you'll have to just wait till I'm back and we'll go through, okay? So you get a bit extra time to get organised. These notes here are all to help you, particularly as you're writing your notes in response. Use these to guide you. Once you've got your question, we're thinking about making sure your focus questions actually work. So if we look at this example, this student had a main question and then they've broken it down into some key areas. Okay, focus questions are what you need to research. You can't just put this into Google and expect to get all your answers. What are the little bits you need to find? So once you've done all that, you'll get up to the choosing the research processes section. What you need to do here is think about our work back in booklets 2 and 3 and all of that. Have a think about which sources you'd like to select for your pages. So would you like to interview experts? Yes or no? Yes, of course you would, because they're useful. And then what you need to do is actually find some names. So if I go to my underwater knitting and I type in knitting experts, maybe I find some people on YouTube that I want to contact. Maybe I find some websites and I think, yep, she looks good, I want to contact her. Maybe I get an article and I think, this would be really interesting. I'm going to interview the author because they might be able to help me, etc., etc. Oh, this person's quoted in the article. Yep, I definitely want to see if I can find her. And your job is to go out and to actually find the names of these people. Same as when we're talking about any of your interviews. Who would you like to survey? Would you like to do any of these types of research? And then you're actually getting the links for your online articles. This is your roadmap. This should be full. Okay? Find your research, make a really good plan.